Hello everyone, I am back today with the Keltec P17 and a new optics option for it. So before, if you had a P17, you might have thought these screw holes here sort of look like an optics mounting system, and it can be used that way, but it's not ideal. What you would have to do is get something like a plate. This one's 3D printed, and you could attach that like this. This is a SIG Romeo 0, and you could attach it like this to the top of the slide. That's not really ideal because it puts the optic pretty high. You can see how much lower the sights are. You definitely won't get a co-witness, and well, in the case of this plate, it's 3D printed, so it's plastic, and this is also plastic, and the plate here kind of flexes when you tighten the screws down, so it's not ideal. You can get an aluminum plate. So if you want a better solution, Keltec has actually released one, and this comes directly from Keltec. So just going to show you. Here's some screws and wrenches for the optic. So what this is, it's a complete slide replacement, and it comes with a crimson trace red dot sight that Keltec said is made specifically for this setup. It gives you a co-witness. And this part here, by the way, is metal. And so this just completely will replace your slide. The front sight's a little taller there, I think. It's still fiber optic. And you got your Keltec lettering here, which I'm not a big fan of, but it might serve a purpose in lightening the slide because you do have extra weight here, and also this is metal. So let's see. Let me go ahead and swap this out. Now on my Keltec P17, I have to remove the thread protector to get this slide off. I don't think that's the case for all of them. Well, I know it's not. A little clumsy to do behind the camera. Let's see if I can get this done. All right, it was just a little too tricky to get that slide on camera, so here it is installed. It looks like a good match. It feels good in the hand. Have to sight that in. You see the dots way above the iron sight. That's just how it came in the box. So I will try this out at the range, give you some footage, and let you know how it goes. Alright guys, I'm back from the range. You could see that it works great. Just have 3 observations for you. One is this slide seems to function a little better than the original, and just for one thing in particular, like with the original slide, if I had a full magazine inserted, when I would release the slide would usually get hung up just about there maybe, and I'd have to give it a tap on the back of the slide to get that first round to feed because that 16th round is really tight in the magazine. This one seemed to feed that first round with almost no problem. Maybe once or twice I had a problem. The second observation I have is, so this is after zeroing the red dot. You can see the dot's way above the iron sights, so at least in the case of this gun, if you're trying to shoot the irons, you're going to be shooting feet low depending on how far you're going, so I'm not sure how you could fix that except by getting a lot taller front sight if you're interested in the co-witness. Now, Keltec's website says that You have a perfect co-witness with this setup, but I don't see how that's possible, at least not with this one. And the third thing is, I'm not sure what it is that's causing it, but you get like a tuning fork kind of ring when the slide reciprocates. Let me see if I can catch that on camera. I don't know if you could hear that, but you can definitely hear it in person, and even on the range with hearing protection on, you can hear it, so it's just a little weird. And I'm just going to call that a Keltecism. As I said in my first video, it's fun but janky. There's always a little something with Keltecs. So anyway, if you want to get this optics ready slide with the optic included, it's $200 direct from Keltec, which will pretty much double what you've got in your gun. The gun itself is $200-ish. But it's a good setup, it works, fun to shoot, so check it out if you're interested. All right, thanks for watching.